Hello everyone. Today I'll discuss about topic which is often being ignored by many, and the topic is related to saying no feels so difficult. So there's something that many emotionally kind and thoughtful people struggle with. Saying no without guilt. For some people, saying no feels almost physically uncomfortable. They worry. Will I disappoint someone? Will I look rude? What if people stop liking me? What if I seem selfish? And because of this fear, many people keep saying yes, even when they are exhausted, emotionally drained, overworked, or mentally overwhelmed. But constantly saying yes to everything slowly creates imbalance. And balance is deeply connected to emotional health, physical health, the environment we live in, and even the food we consume. Because healing is not only about emotions, right? Healing is also about what we allow into our lives. The conversations we accept, the environments we stay in, the energy we absorb, the routines we normalize, and sometimes the unhealthy habits we continue simply because we struggle to say no. So, why do we struggle with saying no? The reason is that there is emotional weight of constant saying yes. Many people think kindness means constant availability, like always helping, they're always responding, they're always sacrificing, they're always adjusting. But over time, this creates emotional exhaustion. When people ignore their own limits repeatedly, the body eventually reacts to fatigue, irritability, emotional burnout, lack of focus, and anxiety, overstimulation, and even unhealthy lifestyle patterns. Sometimes people become so emotionally tired that they stop taking care of themselves properly. They skip meals, eat carelessly, sleep poorly, live in chaotic conditions, ignore emotional rest. So they don't know how to balance their life, and slowly imbalance enters every part of life. And this is why boundaries matter, not because people are selfish, but because human energy is limited. Now, what human energy needs if it is limited? So the human energy needs good food and emotional boundaries. Now, this may sound surprising, but good food and emotional boundaries are deeply connected. Think about it. When people constantly overextend themselves emotionally, their lifestyle often becomes rushed. They eat quickly, consume unhealthy food, they skip water, they ignore rest, and they forget nourishment. But emotionally, balanced people usually create healthy routines. They understand. I cannot take care of others while neglecting myself. They say like that. So, preparing healthy food can become an act of emotional respect toward yourself. Simple, nourishing meals, fresh fruit, summer drinks, warm homemade food, eating peacefully instead of emotional rushing. All these things reconnect people with balance. And sometimes saying no is part of protecting that balance, like saying no to emotional chaos, no to draining situations, no to environments that constantly exhaust you, and no to habits that disconnect you from your health. Because emotional wellness and physical wellness are not separate, they influence each other constantly. So, how do they influence each other constantly? And why healthy environments matter more than people realize? So, let us talk about environment. Environment affects emotional energy deeply. A peaceful cafe, a clean room, a quiet corner near a window, nature, soft lighting, fresh air, calm music, good conversations. All of these things influence emotional health. But chaotic environments also affect people, like loud negativity, constant criticism, emotional tension, overstimulation, unhealthy routines, or relationships where people feel emotionally unsafe. And many individuals stay in emotionally draining environments because they struggle to say no. Sometimes they fear conflict, sometimes they fear disappointing others, sometimes they have been conditioned to tolerate discomfort silently. But healing often begins the moment people realize peaceful environments are not luxuries, they are necessities. Saying no is emotional protection. So, if I'm saying that you are saying no, then it means that this is very important. Saying no is not a rejection, it is protection. It protects your time, your focus, your emotional energy, your physical health, and your peace. Emotionally mature people understand this. Alright? Because they are emotionally mature. Not every invitation requires acceptance, not every argument requires participation, not every emotionally heavy conversation requires your energy. Some people think boundaries create distance, but healthy boundaries actually create healthier relationships. Because resentment grows when people constantly ignore their own needs. So why do they ignore their own needs? They ignore their needs because maybe there is no connection between food, atmosphere, or emotional healing. So this is my next topic. So have you ever noticed how healing certain moments feel? Like sitting peacefully with warm tea, sharing a slow meal with someone comforting, cooking while soft music plays, eating near sunlight, talking honestly in calm spaces. Well, these moments feel healing because the nervous system finally relaxes. And you know what? Modern life often normalizes overstimulation like fast food, fast conversation, fast reactions, constant scrolling, constant urgency. But healing usually happens slowly, like through nourishing food, peaceful surroundings, intentional rest, mindful routines, and emotionally safe environments. And protecting these moments sometimes requires saying no. No to unnecessary chaos, no to emotional overload, no to situations that constantly disturb inner balance. So there is an inner balance and there's a boundary. So why people feel guilty about boundaries? Creating boundaries means many people believe that they saying no is disrespectful, resting is laziness, self-care is selfish, and boundaries hurt people, so they become people pleasers. Right or wrong? You can share your comments in the below section. So they prioritize everyone's comfort except their own, but eventually, constant emotional accommodation creates burnout, and burnout affects everything. Everything like creativity, concentration, relationships, health, and emotional clarity. The truth is, you do not need to destroy your peace to prove your kindness because there is emotional clarity. You're approaching emotional clarity. You're allowed to protect your emotional space that begins with creating boundaries. So, you're supposed to understand that creating boundaries is not harmful for your health because romanticizing healthy living instead of exhaustion is the modern culture. Because modern culture glorifies overgiving, emotional self sacrifice, overworking. So, romanticizing means that peaceful breakfast, home cooked meals, drinking enough water, slow evenings, clean spaces, healthy conversations, emotional honesty, and balanced living. So, when I say balanced living, it doesn't mean that you have to be dramatic. No, you're not supposed to be dramatic. Healing is not always dramatic. Sometimes healing looks like saying no to unnecessary stress. You can eat properly, you can rest without guilt, limit emotional noise, you can choose peaceful environments intentionally. That you're not supposed to work. So, small choices create emotional stability. So these choices create emotional stability, and then you can learn calm boundaries also. Like one of the healthiest things people can learn is calm communication. Okay, boundaries do not need aggression. Sometimes a healthy no sounds like, I need rest today. I am not available right now. That you can say. I need quiet time. It's very easy to say like this. Like, right. I can't emotionally hold this conversation today. I need to focus on my health and balance. Right. So this is very simple and respectful, clear that you have expressed honestly. So people who truly respect you feel you will eventually understand your boundaries. And if someone becomes angry because you protected your peace, that reaction says more about their expectations than your worth. And believe it, it had happened with me. When I rejected my content writing first job, well, it never supported my peace. Healing is not only emotional, it is environmental, physical, it is energetic. And then ask yourself, what environments calm me? It means that what environment, what surroundings bring peace to me? What food makes me feel healthier? What conversations drain me? What routines restore me? And where do I feel emotionally safe? So, where do you feel emotionally safe? You can share your comments. Okay, so these questions matter because peace is built intentionally through habits, through surroundings, through emotional choices. So now when I talk about emotional choices, I really want to say that you have to choose balance without guilt. So before I conclude, I want to remind you of something important. Like saying no does not make you rude. Protecting your peace does not make you selfish. And choosing healthier environments, good food, rest, stillness, and emotional balance does not mean you care less about others. It simply means you are finally learning to care about yourself too. Life becomes healthier when people stop constantly abandoning themselves emotionally. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is step away from chaos, nourish yourself properly, create peaceful surroundings, and allow yourself to rest without guilt. And this is what I did when I rejected that first job after working for 3 months, because my balance was not created through exhaustion. I wanted to create through awareness. Thank you for listening. And if this message resonated with you, do like, share, and subscribe for more conversations on healing, emotional balance, quiet confidence, storytelling, and mindful living.